like the fuzzy outline. It's still, I can still kind of see it. Whatever, I try. That's all. I try. I just try to be me. And then the world says, no, you can't be you. You gotta be what I tell you you gotta be. Because I can't be me. I gotta be whoever they tell me to be. And shit rolls downhill. I don't play Planet Earth game. The reindeer games is what I call it. Reindeer. Like, I will reign over you. I will reign over you because don't you know who I am? Don't you know who my dad is? Because of nepotism, planet Earth is falling down.
Falling down.
Yep, it's collapsing. America's over. It's done. It's not this like big scary superpower. Now it's a power bottom at most. It don't matter what goes on out there though. You know why? Because we do good things in our own community. Wherever community we live, me and Mom like to do things to improve the lives of other people because we have everything we need. And so we do that, and like today I got to go out and drive around, and whenever I see pedestrians, I offer them bottled water because they don't make it easy for people. So the first young man I came across, I'll tell the stories. These are not the things that I record. These are the things that I will tell the account of. And I roll up on this guy because you don't understand what kind of havoc it wreaks on your body when you're dehydrated. The guy had like white or like it was not a good scene, and he was in the sun. And I don't care what sort of medicine he uses. It's none of my business. But like I used to medicate on all kinds of stuff. I'm down to candy. Yep, I'm down to candy. That's the last medicine I'll do. Anyway, offer the young man some water, and he was like, "Thank you." I said, "Hey," I said, "do you mind if I pray for you sometime today? Because I'll just think about people." And I said, I won't do it without your permission, and I'm not gonna do, you know. And he's like, "Yeah, that would be fine." And I said, "Okay." And I was getting ready to go and pull off, and he goes, "Well, aren't you going to pray for me?" I said, "Oh, you want me to do it right now?" Because sometimes people ain't into it, you know. Because it's my own, like, silent unity creator. I mean, well, for this being, can you help them travel through this day where they're safe and at least comfortable part of the time? And he, I said a quick prayer, and what I prayed for people is that I said, well, if ever this man meets adversity in his life and he comes across hostility, may he find peace in his heart and engage in a peaceful manner and not rage. Because that's how you got to break the cycle. That's how I got to break the cycle, is by being a peaceful being, because I came from Freemasons, man. Freemasons, they want you to do what they'll pinch you, they'll freaking bend you over a table, they'll slam you, they'll cause harm, they'll do weird shit, they'll make sure that you're financially inept, like they got power, they'll do whatever they want if they want to wreck your day. That's why I choose to live local, and whenever I take care of people in my own community, wherever my community is, then Creator of all things assures me safe passage so that I can take care of this little lady right here. Oh, Mom. Say hi, wave. We were just outside talking with the people showing they're renting the house next door. Yeah, the trailer. It's only 50. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Nice. It's pretty nice. I'd say it's nicer than this. It's like bigger. It has windows. You know, and it's like $50 more than where we live now, and I'm just like, I'm just so grateful that we had this place when we needed it. I will never complain. I'm not complaining. I'm just comparing, making comparisons. It's not a complaint. Ain't bitching or moaning about it. So that was the and then I started to pull away, and I hear him say, "Do you have any money?" And I had like a Visa, like swipe card, $25, like a gift card. But we're not near a store. That's you know, a place that is gonna do him any good. He might as well, you know, use it for a toothpick. It's nothing for him. So I started pulling away because I didn't want to answer him. I looked in my wallet. I had $20, so I gave him the $20 that I had. And so the kid just like, you know, what he does with it, I just want him to have a good day. I don't care. I think I need to start, I need to get I need to get, like bags of tops and stuff like that, to roll your own, hey, what's up? And leave them in my car for travelers that like don't have money for tobacco. I could just say, hey, you roll your own here. I don't smoke, but I know what it's like to be stressed out, want a cigarette, and not have one. So if I could alleviate that for you for a little while, then that's just a little bit more ease and a little less discomfort in the world. These are the ways that I can give back to my community. Am I 35? 35 plus what? 14. I am 52 fucking years old. Going on 15. I'm old enough to I'm old enough to know how to act right. I just choose not to. Hey, okay, hey. Welcome to my tiny tube. So Mom and I were outside and we're planning picnics to share with the community. That's another way I can give back to people that don't have enough to eat. I want to make a place in North County, New Mexico, where travelers that are passing through, because Taos, like it's a tourist town, so I just want to bring a little bit more of my flavor, because I'm on social media. I want to connect with people on social media, invite them to Taos, and just see Taos through their eyes.
Wow.
I hope it's a good one. It's your birth to Earth Day. So today, I don't know what day it is. You have to give me a second. I got to check into Planet Earth because me and Mom live off planet.
Wow.
So today is Thursday, 1/8. Now, what month is that? Is it June 18th? June 18th. June 1/8. So you are a Gemini. I like Geminis. A lot of people, they don't like Geminis. I have actually heard like this one root worker chick, every time she says Gemini, she talks about how evil they are. And I'm like, dude, they're dual. There's two. They're positive and negative. They're full spectrum. All the two signers, because I have 29 degrees Saturn. You know, Saturn, the planet, they have Saturn, Satan worshiper, just go around, do whatever you want. Bite is right, bend them over the table, all that gross machismo shit. All that Rat Pack stuff, all that pro sport tight pants, smack ass dudes acting like they're butch and they're soft, like Robert De Niro and Stardust. Anyway, I go off on tangents. There I go. So Saturn is like is a very karmic. It's the lesson teacher. Saturn teaches you the lessons that you need to be patient and go slow. And that the rabbit doesn't always win the race. The tortoise does sometimes. I'm Marge, standing turtle. Because of my Gemini. And then I have Mars in the 12th house too, sitting next to Saturn. Yeah, they're just hanging out. Myself though, just all chilling. Just all, hey, what are we going to make the world a better place? I don't know, just as soon as other people want to put their little joystick down, their little game controllers, and go out and do something in real life. How about then? That's when things will start changing. I like to give these to people in the community. I met a lady named Madam M today. She's a local she's having a metaphysical store. And she said, she's looking for vendors. I said, oh, I'm a clown. I'm bad with money. I don't sell nothing. I'll sit at a table and give shit away all day. That's what I'll do. The straight people like rainbows too. It's cheeky because I'm not. Although my preference has narrowed to a dot. I love the word whimsy. I'm an old lady that grew up with Shel Silverstein. And then on my way on down the travels, I ran into people. I had to go get toilet paper. So I went to Family Dollar, and I was behind this truck that that like they passed by, right? And I saw him on my way there, and then I ended up behind the kid. He raced off, and then he ended up at Family Dollar, and the guy that I saw, like, made eye contact with, I made eye contact with again in the store, and he had his hood up, and then there was this other, like, I don't know, yuppie couple, young couple, facing the world with all of its challenges, with its hood up on its camper van. And summer is, there are brutal on cars. Summer is brutal. People, there's 2 times a year that people need to have maintenance done, have your car. You should always, like, be looking at it whenever you get oil change. Like, I'm always looking for seepage and stuff, like something wrong, because all the systems on a vehicle are a closed system. Nothing should leak. You shouldn't. There should be no oozes, nothing. So you got to have those addressed. And I grew up with Mom, who was so stressed out. She didn't have money to have the car fixed, and she was a pretty young thing, where a lot of men took advantage of her and stuff like that. And so I became a mechanic, so I could teach other women, like, no, they're screwing you over. Just don't, be willing to pay whatever you got to pay. Just know that they are screwing you over. I always know when people are taking too much than what they're worth. Always. You just gotta let them sometimes. You just gotta let people be who they are, and then if you don't like it, you gotta be who you are someplace else. Come on. So it's been kind of warm, 7,000 feet up in the air. That's where I live, 7,000 feet, 7K in the sky. It's nice and close to the sun. The good thing about it is, it's just like there's a peak hot, there's a window of like 4 or 5 hours that are pretty spicy, and then as soon as, like, now, and then there's clouds. We got storms. We got rain falling in the mountains. We got plenty for everybody in North County. Yep, it's a nice day. And so I saw the young guy, and I said, hey, I saw that your hood is up. I said, do you have everything you need? Do you need, like, coolant, antifreeze coolant? And he's like, no, we're good. Thank you, though. And then when I was backing out, he walked behind me, and I saw him, and I stopped, and I said, I see ya, and he's like, hey, and he's like, I'm just kidding around with you, and usually, like, I don't know, it was people who were friendly today, and it might be, what, Venus and Leo? Is that what the thing is that's making people nice? I can't remember. I sent somebody a text message, because I'm like, something just moved to Leo, and people are supposed to be in a brighter disposition. Let's see. And today I got evidence of that. It was pretty cool. Come on. Moon with Venus. Venus is in Leo. Yeah. They vibe pretty cool together. I don't have any planets in Leo, but maybe the house system, my 3rd house is Leo. No, yeah, my 3rd house is Leo first. 4th house is Virgo. Mom, I had my first chart done when I was a little kid. You getting hungry, Mom? I'm getting kind of hungry too. So there are a lot of good things going on in the world. A lot of lessons learned. A lot of people learning lessons. You know what I thought? I said, you know what, Mom? Maybe I've been getting sun and I'm less white. And so people are nicer to me because I'm less white. I never played that game. So I don't play. Like, I didn't know that. I thought racism was something that was on TV until my eyes were starting to open up. Back in 2010, I went down to Hammond, Louisiana, and I was educated on the fact. I was going to an AA meeting in a park, and the dude that was driving said, you notice how there's like 2 parks, right? Like, you see a park, and there's an entrance, and then, like, there's a little ways, then there's another park. You noticed that? I said, no, I didn't notice that. I said, but now that you said something, I'm going to notice it. And then I did. And then he's like, that's because one's for blacks and one's for whites. And I said, that's ridiculous. It's 2010. Racism doesn't exist like that. People are like that. Like they look at people and hate the people based on the color. Like, really? They hate, like, really? Like, they carry that much hate in their heart, and then they look at people and then put all their hate that they have in their heart on that person? That is, like, weird. And so many people in America have done that. Like, we live in the land of the machismo, of the absentee father. That's what America has evolved into. The absentee father. The dad that was never there. He was always at the bar. He was always off hanging out with his friends. He was never freaking providing for his family, you know. Not to mention all the karma that's incurring just from us, you know, taking from the earth without making things better for the actual earth, that it's its own living being. It's the parasites. They just take and take and take and take and take. That ain't fair. That's not fair at all. That ain't right. So I share with the people next door, the maintenance people that are showing the place. And I was telling them that, like, you know, there's all kinds of things we can do in the community to make people feel better about their situation in life, you know? There's every day there's way, you know, that's what me and Mom like to do. We like to give people water. And one day we're going to give them snacks and food and, you know, good food, like, you know, because everybody that lives in America should be able to go in and get food any place. Nobody should be hungry in the United States. Like, to me, that's what I went to war for. So single moms didn't have to have beater cars that they were trying to freaking hold together because they're, you know, the deadbeats' dads never provided. All I wanted to be was the little pretty flower girl that was taken care of, but I never got to do that. I had to man up because all the men in my life and Mom life didn't man up. Like, I'm surrounded by a whole community where women are hustling every day to pay bills because the men in their lives just can't suck it up and go work at fucking Waterburger or do something to take the stress off the family. Do something that they don't like. Like, I always wonder that whenever I meet people, I'm like, what's the sacrifice? Who got the sacrifice? Are they sacrificing themselves? Are they sacrificing other people for what they want to do? And how often does that happen? How often does that happen? Because sometimes I have to sacrifice other people, like my time with other people, so I can recharge myself, so I can handle and cope and deal with other people. And I'm a full-time stay-at-home daughter. I take care of Mom. Everything I do, any activism I do is outside of my responsibilities with Mom. As a matter of fact, you get hungry? We already made dinner. All I got to do is warm it up. Yeehaw! Most people don't need millions and trillions of dollars to be happy. Most people have just like have what they need. They just don't want to risk losing what they have. How come we haven't done universal income yet? Yeah. I have nothing but time to freaking research people. And now that AI's taken over, you get more access to people's like records and stuff. And when people are civil servants and you know, then we have more access. Just look up people who's making the choices and prove them to be discreditable. It's just easy like that. Oh my God, doesn't this look like the devil incarnate? Wow. Like, I'm not even kidding. She straight up looks like a freaking, like, demon. Like, what is she, does she smell something that doesn't smell good? Like what? What is that? Did you get some injections because you don't want people to know what confuses you? Because everything does? Like, what the fuck? I can't. I don't want to give her no press. Oh my gosh, these people have demons. They do. Doesn't she look demonic? You're telling me that this woman does not look demonic. Oh, you're telling me that this woman does not carry around demons in her soul sack? Really? Look at that necklace. That's like $500.
Wow.
If you go into her jewelry stash, I bet if you just start going cha-ching, 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 I don't care about my constituents, but I have a lot of jewelry. There's a lot of artists that, you know what, art is great as long as you have a practical skill. If people just paint, then they're of no use. They're just, you know, like you got, I think everybody should learn how to change a tire in junior high. Yep. People don't know how to take care of themselves, and it falls on the weight of us that know how to take care of things, and that weight is heavy. And we need to tilt it back over to self-sufficiency more. And people want to. The machismos just keep telling them, no, you can't do that because I'm in charge. Because they don't want to lose control. But it doesn't matter. They're losing control. Absolutely. Just got to do things in peaceful ways. And I don't go out and protest and do all that silly stuff. So I've been getting in the world of that Oliver Tree dude. And I'm like, what is this guy? Who does he remind me of? Who does this kid remind me? It took me like 2 days to figure out who Oliver Tree reminds me of, and his mannerisms and his facial and his boisterousness and stuff. That Joe Pesci dude when he was young. That is who Oliver Tree reminds me of. Hopefully he's resting peacefully. Whatever plane he's on. See, I didn't even know the kid existed until post after he got killed. And then I'm like, okay, so what's this kid about? First time he came on scene was 2016, so that was 10 years ago. That's when I moved from Omaha to Oregon. So he got to go on a plane. You're playing too much costs you. I tell you, it's dangerous. Playing too much, wanting the shortcut, the fast life, the fast track, it costs you. You got 10 years of that world. 10 years. That's not a world that I would want to be enthralled in. That's not, I went in a helicopter ride. One time went on they have rafting trips. Western River Expeditions. And you could fly into Vegas, stay in a hotel, walk around Vegas, and then the next morning they bus you out to a plane, little small airport, like 45 minutes from the hotel, something like that. And then you get on a little plane, like 22-person plane, small plane, and then you go out to the big Sky 10 Ranch. I have pictures of it. I have thousands. I took like 2,000 pictures in 4 days of the Grand Canyon when I went rafting down there. It's like, because that's otherworldly. You're walking with the dinosaurs, same dirt, same place. You're walking with all the beings that, you know. And I'm like, I didn't know you people could do stuff like that. But yeah, you can do anything you want on planet Earth as long as you have cash, as long as you have money. It costs you though. It goes short. Little girl. Alright, time to eat dinner. That's what I got for now. Thanks for hanging out.